All right, should you sell all of your altcoins for Bitcoin right now? It is a very important topic we need to discuss because a lot of influencers on Twitter, on YouTube are telling you that Bitcoin dominance is about to go through the roof, which is going to crush your altcoins and turn you into a paper-handed poor person. So I really wanted to talk about this today, honestly, guys, because I was wondering what is the deal with all of this, right? Because a lot of people that I do trust on Twitter and YouTube are talking about how Bitcoin is about to rip, and I agree. I think Bitcoin is headed to 60K in a short period of time here. However, I obviously only invest in altcoins. And so what does that mean for those of us who have, a bunch of coins that are smaller, like the portfolio that I've been telling you guys about for a long time here, okay? So we'll talk about that. And I just wanted, because at the end of the day, guys, the only reason I make this channel is because I do want to help you, but I also just, it helps me as an investor to get my thoughts out on to the camera and organized. And it's actually been really good for me to kind of organize my thinking. So today, honestly, this is straight up, I wanted to figure out what I was going to do because I do think that Bitcoin is going to pump here and might leave a few altcoins in the dust. But that comes with a lot of caveats. So let's talk about it, okay? So should you be in altcoins right now? Should you be in Bitcoin right now? Should you be in NFTs right now? We're going to talk about all of it, so let's go. So this guy that I trust the most, his name is Pentoshi, okay? He's absolutely, one of the best traders on crypto Twitter. Hands down, it's not even close, okay? So he's talking about it's BTC time, right? Alt BTC pairs, which means an altcoin, how far an altcoin is going up versus Bitcoin, not versus dollars. Okay, that's very important. Not looking too hot. Yes, some will outperform. That's key. But they've been bleeding into Bitcoin. And when the God candle comes, you don't want to be offside. Position size is key. Okay, so that makes sense. And his charts are very clean. I love his charts. Let me move my face here. Basically what he's saying is we're down here, right? And this is when the market actually topped out. This was back in May, right? So basically what happened is altcoins, if this is going down, if you guys see this, if this goes down, that means that altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin, okay? If it goes up, it means Bitcoin is outperforming altcoins. Now, remember in May when Ethereum just went crazy, right? And then all the altcoins went crazy? That was this right here, right? And then the entire market topped out right here when alt season ended, right? And then we all dumped, okay? Now, what he's saying is that he thinks, this is his magnet symbol, okay? He thinks that the Bitcoin dominance is gonna head back up here to about 52, which means that Bitcoin will outperform many altcoins over the next month or so, I would say. He has this out here. I don't know if this is actually like timeline wise, if he actually thinks it's going to go to 2022. I personally do not think that is possible whatsoever. But let's talk about it, okay? Let's dig into it, because if that's true, that means something for us, right? For those of us who want to actually make money in this market, okay? And so let's actually just look at the chart that he's talking about, okay? So this is what's got everyone worked up, right? Is that this is looking up. Like we got a green arrow here on the BTC dominance, which means if this chart goes up, right, Bitcoin will outperform certain altcoins, okay? And as you can see here, we've been in a steady downtrend ever since, over here, what day was this? This is basically since August, right? Since the start of August, altcoins have been performing very well against Bitcoin, right? And that's why I've been invested in altcoins. But now it's kind of starting to reverse, and a lot of people are talking about, okay, it's time for Bitcoin to shine. It's time for Bitcoin to shine. One thing I will say right off the bat is if we switch this to a monthly chart, okay? If we switch this to a monthly chart, it gets a little ugly. I mean, I'm not very good at charts. Like, I'm not one of those guys who's like, hey, I'm a crypto trader. Here's the lines. No, but here's the line that I see, okay? There's one line. This is the entire history of Bitcoin. Guess what I see? Down and to the right. It literally says sell. It's so funny. Like, it literally has a strong sell signal here at the very top when the first altcoins came along in 2016, right? And ever since then, Bitcoin dominance is never going back up. What does that mean? That means that over a long enough period of time, altcoins are always outperforming Bitcoin. Always. And this just makes logical sense, guys, if you just use your brain. Like, if you go to Bitcoin in the coin market cap, right? And you look at its market cap, it's $1 trillion, okay? Other coins like Polkadot are not $1 trillion. They're $30 billion. So they're gonna go up more than Bitcoin just because they're smaller. That's just how it is, okay? And so over a long period of time, do I think that Bitcoin dominance will win? Absolutely not. There's no question about it. All the maximalists that you see on Twitter, they are wrong. And how do I know that? Because I used to be one of them, okay? I was an idiot back then too. And so, trust me, this is going down to the right over a long period of time. But over a short period of time, the next few days, the next few weeks, sure. If we look at this chart, let's look at this chart again in the one day, okay? I could see this going back up because Pentoshi is usually correct. So what does that mean, okay? If you're invested right now? Well, what it means, personally, I was trying to figure out what I would do personally, right? So I was looking at what I'm invested in, guys, and all of you guys know this if you're watching the channel, is, gaming coins like D-Race, like Altura, which is an NFT smart coin, and Polkadot and UFO, which is an amazing, that one's a monster, right? And then Polkadot ecosystem coins like Mover, like Polka Bridge, like Polka Starter, like PDEX, like Polka City, like Polka Markets, like Kylan, right? So gaming coins, and that's basically what I'm in. I'm all in on that thesis because I do think that will play out no matter what. Even if I fell asleep here for the next 3 months, I do think that this portfolio is going to do a 2, 3, 4, 5x. I don't know what that number will be, but any of those numbers would be fine with me, and I think that that's what's going to happen, okay? So that's how I'm invested personally, but I'm thinking to myself, damn, like, should I have some BTC exposure here? Like, it's kind of tough to make that decision for yourself. So I tweeted this out a second ago. Let me go to it right here. So many people are messaging me. Oh my gosh, this is not my most recent tweet. Sorry, I should have had it pulled up. How do I find my freaking tweets? F! Are you guys bored yet? Okay, cool. Everyone's talking about Bitcoin dominance, right? And so I just pulled up a basic calculator. I was like, okay, well, what's the worst case scenario that could happen right here, okay? I think the worst case scenario is Bitcoin just rips to 60K, right? So if Bitcoin rips to 60K, here's a percentage increase calculator, okay? That's a 20% increase. 50K where we're at right now to 60K is 20% increase. You guys good with this math? It's good math, right? I think that's probably, and I'm saying worst case from an altcoin perspective, right? If Bitcoin just rips back up to 60K like tomorrow, which it very well could do based on the chart, then it's going to leave some altcoins behind in Bitcoin terms, right? So 20% gain is basically what I'm about to miss out on if that goes well, and that's okay. And that is what it is, right? Now, but then I sit there and I think to myself, like, what am I really getting stressed out about, right? Like, so Polkadot, which I'm really invested in, right? If Polkadot's at $31 right now, right? If it goes to $40, that's a 29% gain. And I'm thinking to myself, which one's more likely? Like Bitcoin just rips to 60K with no resistance, no support, no messing around in the middle, or Polkadot rips to $40. Honestly, I don't know. I think maybe the Polkadot, and that's a 29% gain, right? And I don't even hold the big coin. If this happens, if Polkadot goes up 29%, then all of these little coins are gonna go up 50, 60%. Okay, so the risk reward is not really there for me. Like my reward is like 20% maybe, if worst case scenario in October, Bitcoin dominates October. I don't get out of bed for 20% gains, guys. Like I basically yesterday, totally different topic, but I minted these Moody Crows. I have 25 of these crows for NFTs, right? And the floor on these is $1,300. I spent $4,000 total. So I'm up like, so my inventory is worth like 30K right now. And I spent 4K. So that's a 6X, and that was 24 hours, okay? And then not even to mention if you go to, the shit that I was doing with Neo Tokyo yesterday, and the floor price is 10.5 on Neo Tokyo. I have 5 of these bitches, and I got them for like 5 Ethereum, and I got one for free because I minted it, okay? So I'm up like 2, 3X on that as well. And so these 20% moves are just so lame. Like, who gives a shit? Like, personally, I'm not stressed out about missing. If I missed out on this 20% move, good job, Bitcoin. Like, you're amazing. I love it. So I was thinking to myself, like, what should I do? Honestly, I should probably just go take a nap and just leave my portfolio because that's probably the best way to do this. But I was thinking, some of you guys might have some cash laying around. You don't know what you should do. So I was thinking what I would do if I had cash laying around. Right now, I'm fully in. So I don't think it's worth it to sell anything or reorganize my portfolio. I mean, Polka Bridge is up 18% today. So there you go. There's your 20% right there, right? So any of these coins, like D-Race, like ALU, like UFO has had multiple days this week where it went up like 30, 40%, okay? So any of these coins on any of these days could outperform Bitcoin just randomly, like just because, okay? So I'm not like gonna sell some of these coins that have way higher upside just to get a 20% gain. That doesn't make any sense, okay? So personally, I can't really do much here. If I come across some extra cash here in the next few days, which I'm pretty good at doing, here's what I'll probably do. Okay. I'm going to give you the straight up honest answer. Okay. What I would do is if Bitcoin's still like 50K, maybe we get a dip to 48K, that would be a genius move, right? Here's what I would do. And this is not none of this is financial advice. Okay. I'm just telling you what I personally would do. Okay. I would take my cash. I would put it in BlockFi. BlockFi is the best. I've been using them for a long time. I would put it in BlockFi and I would leverage it up. Okay, this is because I'm a degenerate. I'm a crazy person. I'm someone who likes to actually make money. Okay, and so I don't think we're in a bear market. I think there's very little risk to using a little bit of leverage, like a small amount of leverage. I don't know how to do like leverage option trading, right? The only leverage I know how to do is to deposit my money into BlockFi. Okay, you just put it into BlockFi. And then you take a loan out against your Bitcoin. So you put Bitcoin in here. You put your cash into Bitcoin, then you put your Bitcoin in here. Then you take out 50% of that Bitcoin value as dollars that goes to your bank account. Then you send that to Coinbase or wherever you send it. Then you turn that into more shit coins, or you turn that into more Bitcoin, right? So you leverage up. Like, it's not going to be a lot of leverage, very small leverage, but that way you have both the best of everything, right? You have some Bitcoin that you're going to get this measly 20% on, which is great. Good for you. You're going to get the 20% Bitcoin dominance. Hell, maybe it rips to 80. I don't know. I don't think that's possible, but you're going to get the Bitcoin gains. And then you can also hedge your bet and buy Ethereum with the extra money from BlockFi or something, or buy any of these coins that I talk about here. So that's what I would do if I came across extra cash, just because I can't bear to only hold Bitcoin right now. It's just like too boring for me, and I'm over it. You could also, another option would be to some of the smartest people like Elio and Becker and all these people that are talking about the trends, right? They're saying that the next month, NFTs are still going to explode. And many of you guys have seen some of these crazy things that are happening. Like, there's a lot of examples of NFTs that they're 10xing people's money over the past few weeks. I think that might continue. Elio thinks that might continue until the end of October. But then I do think we're going to have a pullback, guys. I'm very sure about that, because like, if you just go to like any of these, like CyberKongs, they've actually been going absolutely insane. Like, I'm an idiot, right? I shouldn't have sold mine. It still hurts me to this day. I sold it for 95 Ethereum, and now the floor is 208 Ethereum, right? And that was like 3 days. So I missed out on 100 Ethereum. So trust me, guys, like, I make mistakes too. So that sucked balls. But do I think that this floor is going straight to 1,000? I don't know. I think that some people will sell, right? I do think that once altcoins and once, these things go absolutely bananas, bananas because of CyberKongs, I do think that some, maybe not CyberKongs because they are so awesome, and their floor they're kind of like an outlier. But do I think people will sell punks and Bored Apes and anything that's liquid, right, at the end of October once altcoins start to go absolutely bonker crazy? I do. I think that people like to make money, and so they will get more liquid on their NFTs. NFTs will suffer a short little mini bear market here toward the end of the year while everyone's focused on the coin, right? All the coins. And then maybe next year we can just take off with NFTs, right? So I don't know. What you could do over the next month is you could leverage up your Bitcoin. If you leverage up your cash, put it in Bitcoin, and then buy NFTs, flip the NFTs by the end of October. That's one strategy. You could also just leverage up your Bitcoin, buy more Bitcoin, right, so that you could get more than a 20% gain. You could leverage trade. I don't know. I would try to get more than 20% gain on the Bitcoin move, which is coming. And then toward the end of October, I would be moving that shit into altcoins, okay? And so I'm basically positioned a little bit early. I'm okay with that because I have so many gaming coins in here that are basically unrelated to the overall market. Like D-Race could pump to $5 tomorrow easily. Altura could pump to 10 cents tomorrow easily. I've seen UFO pump 50% on various days this week for no reason because it's a gaming coin, and it's kind of disconnecting itself from the other market, right? So I hope I'm not rambling here, guys, but I actually wanted to get my thoughts out onto the marketplace. If you have any questions or concerns or violent reactions, you got to come to Twitter. Hit me up at Kale_Abe. That's all I got. Peace. I hope this helped you. Bye.